So I got this strong message of there is things that you need to address, like outside of your home. That could mean like outside of this home, right? It could mean outside of your physical home. But there are things on your mind outside of your own, like, sort of space, right? That are needing to be addressed. Yeah. Okay. We've got 32, the challenge here, the richness of, right, the community, the marine life. And I feel like there's a lot of challenges going on that are pulling you in a lot of directions, a lot of emotions perhaps coming into that energy. Yeah. Okay, you're expanding into a new direction. There is like a light that's trying to guide you to where this is meant to be taking you. And it is an expansion outside of yourself, right? It is an energy beyond you, right? But look under the bottom, right? You're very closed off to allowing anything in to your personal space right now. They keep bringing up the alabaster. Okay, so you might want to look up the spiritual meaning of that totem. Okay, but yeah, this is breaking apart that inner core. And it's interesting because it's breaking apart an inner core that in the past I feel like was very focused on perhaps union, maybe it's union within, perhaps they're saying like the union of different timelines, even of different like generational and lifetime karma that you were trying to like almost like merge into one path, and perhaps that is what you've done. Okay, yeah, the new beginning is coming here. Okay, there is a very intense portal that you're coming up to. Okay, and they're showing the 3, which is about the path, but it's about, again, this birthing, this new space that you are moving into. So let's see what Spirit wants to guide you with on this path. Okay, 4 of Cups, boredom, right? Like, it can be really easy to get tired of the monotony of life, right? They're really showcasing to me here. Yeah. Okay, I've seen the 8 of Cups several times this morning. That you have kind of kept the big things that you were supposed to be doing at bay, right? Out of the way of the moon, and that moon energy could have been what pulled it out there. King of Swords, okay, the Kingfisher, kind of forcing you to reflect, right? Like reflect on your own image. And they're showing me here it's very interesting. Number one, the image the Kingfisher is seeing is of the true embodiment, not necessarily of themselves, but they're also showing me way back here in the background, right? Like there is something back there, right? That is being missed. I feel like it's being missed because, again, you've kind of pulled yourself out, right? You're just letting like spiritual energy into your cup right now. And you're pouring that. I love how that came out, because all of that is being poured slowly into that Four of Cups, right? Which is keeping you very bored, right? Like you're not aspecting, right, any of that Two of Cups energy. But the moon is moving things forward, okay? Yeah, and your ancestors, okay? Like they are like beating that drum, right? Listen here, right? There's this energy of, right, they're like, you need to get things done before you get into winter. There is a path that's opening up for you that you've manifested. You need to wake up, they're saying to me. You need to wake up because this choice, this path is opening up here in the winter, and you've manifested it, but you got to get going on it, right? And there it goes, it's hidden itself. Three of Arrows in reverse, okay? You're not allowing that fire energy from below to touch the pain that you've kind of set aside in your heart. Again, it's this boredom, this energy of like, there's not a lot. You're like not really engaged today. All right? You're just not really engaged. Yeah. It's like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just focusing on my spiritual. Okay, the shaman. Again, you're focusing on the spiritual. You're in deep manifestation. Very much, right? Not looking at what is really kind of around you. You're in this deep manifestation mode of really, again, it's very spiritual. Like you've taken yourself out of, almost like out of the embodiment of the 3D. Nine of Cups. Everything you want and desire is all around you. But you've completely taken yourself out of the, right, beyond the home. You've taken yourself out of the home, out of the things. You're, like, I'm getting these chills, right? Like, you're completely like, nope, I'm out here, right? I'm not allowing myself into all of that energy. You may have felt that you were kind of left in a space. Here we've got the guardian, which is the devil. But this devil, right, is just the bare bones and the legs are missing. Okay, you may have felt like you were in this space. You were kind of left in this space of bare bones energy, right? Like that there, it's almost like you have felt like the embodiment of your day-to-day life is very much like, it's so basic, right? Like you're like, it's so basic. Like I don't feel like there's any space today for me to move forward, right? You are tired of working on old shit. You're just tired of working on like clearing all this generational stuff, clearing all of this like ancestral stuff. You're tired of the timelines, but you're going into this very spiritual energy. And what do you think you're going to do there, right? Two of Cups. You're attracting the choice that your heart is seeking. You're attracting the fire that you're refusing to allow into your heart. Like being that spiritual, they're like, you're going to attract things, okay? Look at that King of Wands at the bottom. Do you see all the snakes coming in? Do you know snakes are so close to the earth, so close to the fire, they can feel the pulse of Mother Earth. And there's this energy that they can, right, that they are about shedding the past. And it's kind of like, right, like you've kind of put all that stuff in a pile, right? Like, you know how you do that sometimes with laundry, like they're showing me laundry, right? Like you just let your laundry pile up until you're like, shite, I only have like a pair of underwear left, right? Like I need to do laundry. And that's kind of what you're doing. But you're getting very spiritual. And you're learning something here. Again, the seer, right? Outside of all of that emotion and everything, in the middle we've got the Tower. Eventually something breaks, right? You cannot stay in that spiritual mode forever, right? Spirit's like, you just can't do it. Tell me here about this Two of Cups, right? Like you're like, no, I'm all good. You've tied your embodiment up, right? So that you can go spiritually experience something different. Tell me about this Two of Cups. And it sneaks away. Come back. See, that's the thing. Ooh, how interesting. I get that, Spirit. Spirit's like, okay, we're going to move. We're moving, people. This is what happens when you're in the car. If I can get that card. That card is so important because it's hiding. All right. Oh, yeah. Again, Two of Swords. You're like, I don't want to look at what I'm doing with this. I don't want to look at what I'm doing with this Two of Cups. I don't even want to look at it. You're like, I don't want to look at it. No, I don't want to look at it, right? But look at Spirit. Spirit's like, we're untying that. We're untying this. We're going to force you to look at this. Okay? Yeah. There's a choice. Something's going to end. You're going to have to make a choice here. Okay? Death and rebirth. But right, at least today, you're resistant. Okay? Four of Pentacles. You are just resistant. Nine of Swords. And the Three of Swords. You are so tired of the head. So tired of the heart. And that moon really pushed you over the edge. And you're like, no, I don't want to think about that Two of Cups. Okay, again, you're just, Spirit's just, again, I'm going spiritual. That's where I feel safe right now. That's where I feel seen right now. Nine of Cups in reverse. Again, they just keep reiterating the message. You don't want to deal with it today. Okay? There's a part of you trying to balance something out here, but you're like, I don't want to deal with it today. Let's get a soul path card. Give you something to work on here, because you've got to bring yourself back into your real embodiment here. I am clear on what my soul really wants, right? Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Okay, because you're really in that spiritual energy. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Okay? And you're not going with all your heart today. Today's soul action. Ask yourself what it is that your soul really wants. What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. Okay? You really really, this is what you're being guided to get you back into home. Okay, there's an energy that you're like, no, right? Like, I'm not going home. You're like, I'm staying out in the woo land. I'm staying out in the spiritual land. But there is power in your purpose. And you have things that need to be taken care of on this path before winter. And that's very important. So you can't just hide from it in spiritual land. Okay, so there's our message for the day, guys. Love you so much. Thank you so much for all of your likes, share, comments, and support. And I will see you a little bit later. I'm going to go click on Aquarius's love message, and I will see you soon. Okay, love you guys. Bye.